So I have mixed feelings about the Conjuring movies. I mean, I really like the first one. These later ones and some of the spin-offs have been a little sketchy. But anyway, there is a new Conjuring movie in theaters this weekend, and if you believe the studio publicity people, well, this is the last one ever. Hey everybody, I'm Sean McBride, the movie guy, and so today let's talk about The Conjuring Last Rites.
The devil has come to Pennsylvania.
Jack and Janet Smurl claim that an evil presence has found its way into their home.
8 people live in this house. 8 people have experienced this. 8 people are not crazy.
Okay, Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson star in all the Conjuring movies. They play real-life paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. And they are, in the beginning of this movie, well, they're getting a little older, and so they want to retire. And so this movie is just 2 hours of watching them doing crossword puzzles and watching Wheel of Fortune. No, of course not. They may want to retire, but there's one more case they gotta do, and so they're gonna hit the road and try and help some people who are being haunted by some ghosts and demons and such. So they head off to Pennsylvania, where there is a family that seems to be troubled by a haunted mirror or something like that. And look, the plots of all of these movies don't really matter. What matters is we get scary stuff, ghosts and demons and the like, and it's up to our heroes to kind of solve it and put things right. Okay, so first things first, this is obviously a horror film, and so the litmus test for any scary movie is it scary? I would say yes and no. The Conjuring movies have always been good at setting up creepy spaces, right? Like big empty rooms with dark shadowy corners, and you just know some demon is lurking in the shadows. And that stuff still works really well here. The problem becomes that we do get to see some of the creatures. And unfortunately, you just can't design a creature that is scarier than what I can come up with in my head. And when you see some of those ghosties and ghoulies, some of them are a little creepy, a little cringy, shall we say. They just don't quite look right. So that kind of saps the film of some of its scary potential. But I think there is a nice sense of dread in many of the scenes here, so that's pretty good. Now, the thing that sets the Conjuring movies apart is Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson, who are playing this real-life paranormal investigator married couple. And look, these are 2 actors doing acting. I mean, they're giving us solid performances, nuanced performances. You do not normally get that in a horror movie. Usually in a horror movie, all you get is these stock characters. They're doing a great job and really giving you a reason to care about these characters. Unfortunately, this is the last time out. Now, the filmmakers have wisely brought the kids along this time around. So we have Mia Tomlinson playing the daughter Judy. That's a recast from the last film. And then we also get Ben Hardy. And these 2 seem to be who the filmmakers want to continue on with this movie, with these series of ghost hunting adventures. I mean, the Conjuring movies and those spin-offs have made more than $2 billion for Warner Brothers. So they're not going to just let this one die just because their 2 actors want to retire or something. Now, look, I guess these new actors are fine, but I haven't seen anything yet that makes me want to go on further adventures with them. Maybe that will come. Maybe we'll get more when they get a movie of their own. But right now, I'm not so sure that they're the ones to carry this franchise forward. But hey, prove me wrong. Now, one of the other problems with this movie is that it is 2.25 hours long. That is way too long for a horror film. I mean, I want my horror films to get in, give me some scares, and get out. I don't need 2.25 hours to see this thing. And one of the problems is that, look, you're telling the story of 2 families. The ones in Pennsylvania, they're being haunted, and then, of course, the Warrens. So as we spend time with each, you kind of cut the film's momentum down. And that's a shame because it just takes too long to get to the really scary good stuff. But look, the bottom line is, if you're a fan of this franchise, I think there's enough here, enough scares, enough good acting, that you'll be fine with this film. If you're a newbie, if you've never seen this before, it's probably not for you. Go back and watch the first Conjuring. That's the one to start out with. So it's fine, like I say, but it just kind of staggers to a finale. I'm not sure I actually believe that this is the last movie in the franchise, but I think we should have sent off the Warrens with a little better movie. I give The Conjuring Last Rites 2 stars out of 4. My favorite thing about this movie is the popcorn bucket. The theaters have been selling these specialty popcorn buckets lately, and this one is the Annabelle doll holding the popcorn. I just thought it was creepy and a lot of fun. You know, if your stomach hurts after seeing this movie, it might be because the popcorn you ate was haunted. So anyway, that's me. I like the popcorn buckets. I think that's a fun little, treat for the true fans. But if you like them, comment below and tell me what's your favorite popcorn bucket. So, hey, and don't forget, follow me here so that you can get all of my Movie Guy Quick Take reviews just as soon as they come out. You can follow me on social media and then listen to the podcast. Every week, my friend Joe Fryer and I get together and we'll review all of the week's big new movies in more detail. So that is 2 Movie Guys, wherever you get your podcasts. Okay, so this movie, which is the biggest of the week, is kind of a meh for me. But I'll tell you this, there are a couple of really good movies coming up, and we'll review them next time on Sean the Movie Guy's Quick Takes. We'll see you then. Bye.